Good morning. Welcome back to CityLine. We are celebrating all things royal and royalty here in Tacoma. And this segment is, of course, dedicated to the Junior Daffodil Parade. One of the first things I ever saw when I came to Tacoma, oh my gosh now, 22 years ago, was the Junior Daffodil Parade. And I knew at that moment I had landed myself in one of the best little towns in the U.S. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Tim Church. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You are a committee member, and it just says committee member, but you are an exceptional committee member for the Junior Daffodil Parade. Okay, we're going to do a little sock cam. Hold your foot up. Hold it up high. There we go. Look at the socks. Aren't they great? Yes. Okay.
That's hard for me to get up.
I'm impressed because whenever somebody puts a little pizzazz to those socks, I got to show it. Thanks for being a good sport.
You're welcome.
This beautiful woman next to you, Mickayla Queree, you are a committee member for the Junior Daffodil Parade, and I bet you work very, very hard, my dear. Welcome back, Mickayla.
Thank you.
Handsome man, Mr. Reggie Frederick, you are the owner of the Chalet Bowl. How long
Yes,
have you
I'm a partner there.
You're a partner.
Yeah.
How long have you been a partner?
Since '84, it was my wife Nancy and I walked in with a 5-month-old and 4-year-old boys. Now the 4-year-old boy is 38 and he runs a show along with his wife, Allison. So
Now-
Billy and Allison. So it's a family affair.
Now that is a story in itself right there. I can't tell you the number of birthday parties my daughter had at the Chalet Bowl because you can't find a better birthday package in Tacoma
Thank
than
you.
the
We
Chalet
host
Bowl.
a couple hundred of those a year.
See,
So we're
exactly.
very blessed.
It's wonderful. So as a reminder, certainly nothing matches the experience of being in Proctor District during the live parade. But if you're unable to watch it, TV Tacoma will be there broadcasting live. We all know that. So I'll be giving a little wave to you guys. So Tim, this is the 57th year of the parade. Give us some history for people who don't know it.
Well, it's been around a while.
Yeah.
You're right. The parade started in downtown Tacoma in somewhere around 1961. It was there for almost 30 years and then moved to Proctor in 91. So it's been, we're closing in on 30 years in Proctor now. So it's been around a while. There are children who are now middle-aged adults who walked in the parade in Proctor.
Okay, and here's some pictures. Reggie, did you walk in the parade?
No, but my sons did.
Okay, all right. My daughter walked in the parade. Her preschool was in the parade. Okay, tell us what we're seeing here, Mr. Tim.
Well, you're getting a good feel for what it's like. Proctor's a nice, intimate neighborhood, so the people who come to watch the parade are right on top of it, which is great. It
Yes.
makes the kids happy, and we've got every kind of group. Churches, marching bands, families who just decide they want to be in a parade. So it really is a ton of fun.
Schools, this is so much fun. And boy, great camera work, TV Tacoma.
Yeah.
Because these are beautiful, clear pictures. See, look at this. And there's the Proctor mouse.
Yep, the blue mouse.
The blue mouse. And does the blue mouse usually start or end it?
I think the blue mouse is usually a little bit more towards the beginning of the parade, and it's been a mouse that's been in the parade since I've been involved with it so a long time.
Absolutely. So Tim, amidst all of this, oh, I love the ponies. Amidst all of this on parade day, and I know you've already put your request in for sunshine as I look at rain. That's probably snow I'm looking at right there because we never know what the weather is going to be like, do we?
Yep, never. Although I'll tell you, the Junior Daffodil Parade has been really fortunate.
Yes.
In the years that I've been involved with it, it's been nice more than it hasn't been nice.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone's so excited about it. If there's a little cold or rain, people get over it pretty quickly.
Oh my gosh. So what might we see you doing on parade day?
Well, I have what I'm going to say is kind of the easy job. I've been the MC of the parade for 27 years now. I was really a young man when I started, and I'm not so young anymore. But for most of the volunteers, they show up early, they work well past when the parade's over, but they're doing the things that have to be done, making sure the groups are ready, making sure that they move through, getting people in line and registered, really the kind of stuff that goes into making a parade like this happen.
Well, and I saw Mickayla nodding her head because Mickayla, you are also a committee member. Why did you get involved with this parade? Because it's a lot of work, but equally a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got involved with my mom a few years back, and she kind of just needed they needed a younger perspective and bringing in newer traditions. And so I kind of just put myself out there and said, okay, wherever you need me, put me. And I've been a part of it ever since. I've walked in the parade ever since I was younger. I've been a part of it ever since it's been during in Proctor District. So just kind of giving back to my community.
You are amazing. What a beautiful heart you
Thank
have. Inside and out, beautiful here. So let's talk about how many participants are in the parade.
Oh, there are so many. We have 13 bands this year, a lot of cheer groups, preschool, Montessori's. There's a lot of different groups this year. So I really don't have a huge head count, but it's really big this year.
It seems to get bigger every year, and yet somehow all of you seem to make it still feel like a small hometown parade, which I know is a balance. Reggie, you are, as we mentioned, the owner of the wonderful Chalet Bowl in the Proctor District. What would you say to the district offers visitors? What does it do for those that show up that day and perhaps have never been to Proctor?
Well, Proctor is one of the 15 neighborhood business districts in Tacoma, and it's like its own little town. We have naturally a bowling center, a movie theater, both which are the oldest of their species in the state of Washington, the Blue Mouse and Chalet Bowl.
Yes.
We have all sorts of shopping, soon to have our 6th coffee shop. We have every type of retail store that you can imagine, except for men's furnishings.
That's going to happen soon now that you've mentioned it.
Sometime down the road.
Yep.
A lot of great restaurants, retail places. We have dentists, doctors, auto body shop. Just it's a one-stop shop. So if you have a chance when you're at Proctor for the Junior Daffodil Parade, you can walk around and see all the different amenities. And usually about 8 months of the year, we have a Saturday farmers market. So there's just a lot of stuff going on. And Mickayla was alluding to how many people. On a nice sunny day, there'll be 8,000 to 10,000 people in Proctor during that 8 o'clock to, let's say, noon time period. It's more like 10 to noon. And as quick as everybody gets there, it's like they vanish.
Yes.
Or, some go shopping. And then we've got 2 great anchor grocery stores too. So we have everything there. And then now we're in our 3rd year of a mixed use development, Proctor Station. It's sister property at the other end of the spectrum by Met Market. Madison 25 is being built. They hope to be open by October. So we have more feet on the street in Proctor, and it's great to see such enthusiasm for what we have in our community.
Absolutely. Boy, it's growing and it's vibrant. You can tell it's loved. As I was coming through this morning on the way to the studio, the daffodil is already up in the cross section, and then, of course, all the banners are up, and it's ready to go. So speaking of that, Tim, when is the parade this year?
April 14th, Saturday, April 14th, 10 a.m.
All right. And what is the criteria for participation?
It's really pretty simple, and it makes it easy for just about anyone to participate. First of all, you have to have children in your group. So fortunately, there's no shortage of children.
Thank goodness.
You can't be motorized. You need to have some daffodils involved with your float, and then your group has to have some level of insurance.
Okay, and if someone wants to volunteer, can they get a hold of you through the website and the phone number?
Yeah, probably the easiest way to do it is to go to the juniordaffodil.com. Yep,
Okay.
and that's where people can find out information. And it's not too late to get involved. You can take part in the parade and even register for it up till April 11th.
I was going to ask you that, but now we know that you can go to the website, Mickayla, and register. So last few minutes here, we want to talk about, first off, how is this parade funded? That's really important. And then who do we need to thank?
So registration fees, the company selling the paper daffodils, and we really just kind of work on a low budget.
Yes.
We got to keep it low so everybody involved can be involved.
That's right. But we have to also keep people aware that this parade is a gift.
Right.
And if we don't fund it, it won't happen. There is no magical big grant that comes along. This is funded by the people who care about it.
And we do have some sponsorships as well.
Excellent. All
If I might add that
Yes.
a lot of the Proctor businesses sell paper daffodils, and I oversee the Proctor Facebook page. So I went around yesterday and shot pictures and put it on our Facebook page today. So like the Blue Mouse is the leader of the pack. As
course.
They've sold about 250 daffodils, and paper daffodils. So there's many businesses you can go buy these when you're in Proctor.
Well, then
and that's
do
how
so.
we help underwrite it.
That's
So we
right.
raised $1,500 to $2,000
Excellent.
just doing that.
I love that. So who do we need to thank for all that goodness?
You know, it's a big list, but
is.
the Proctor District Association is really the force behind it, and the
Yes.
people who are putting it together. Proctor Station has been very generous, as well as a group called Edison 47. United Methodist Church is where people gather
Endless.
and get ready to go, and so it's a long list of folks. It's a cool event that takes a couple hours, but it's thousands of hours of work behind the scenes every year to make it happen.
It is, and the volunteers the volunteers. I mean, I have friends who wrangle kids and wrangle groups in, and sometimes the order of those groups change. And to see all that information go down the line and to watch the volunteers keep up with it, it is impressive. And also the parents that work with these kids to get their costumes ready to go. We got to thank those parents too. So.
Oh, yeah. All you have to do is get 3,000 kids together in one location and get them all moving in the same direction at the same time. But other than that, it's a piece of cake.
It's like herding cats, isn't it? And I know, because this year I have the privilege again of calling the parade, and every year I marvel at the magic that happens as they pass through. So speaking of magic, thank you, all three of you, for being here today, for your continued anchor support of the Proctor District in the years that you've been there.
Thank you.
You for following in your mother's footsteps when so many things you could be doing, but you're dedicating your time to this. You are such a great example of your generation.
Thank you.
And you, endless devotion, and just don't ever leave us, okay? All right, we're going to bury you with those socks.
Okay, perfect.
All right. I will see you out there on the parade route. Thank you both, all three of you. When we come back, I will have Mayor Woodards here in the house to talk about her first 100 days. You don't want to miss that. We'll be right back after this brief message.